What up, YouTube? It's Those That Go, aka Those That Don't Fold. We finna react to Skip and Shannon talk about the Patriots win last night, AFC game, Bills, Patriots. This is very important game. Monday Night Football. This is for a playoff spot. Even the first seed. But let's get straight to the video. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate that. And tell me how you feel, man. My top 5 teams in the AFC: Chiefs, Patriots, sleeper team, Colts, Chargers, Ravens. Let's go. Delays. I love this. This is my favorite.
One seed in the AFC as Bill Belichick's squad enters their bye week before the final 4 weeks of the season. Can't believe we're already there. Some people wrote off the future Hall of Fame coach after New England sputtered last season in their first year without Tom Brady. But this season, it's looking like Belichick deserves more.
Okay, how impressive has it been for New England to bounce back after Brady left? This is very impressive. Nobody believed in Mac Jones. The multiple quarterbacks that were selected before Mac Jones, I'm a full-blown believer that he is the best quarterback in that draft, regardless of athleticism. I just think when it's come down to winning, he's a winner. And to be a quarterback, you must win. You ain't gotta be great at everything you do. If you're great at winning, you will get the money. Tom Brady. So let's get to the video. Shout out Patrick Mahomes, man.
Credit than Tom Brady.
Skip, in our business, somebody has to get the credit, somebody has to get the blame.
Yep.
Because a lot of time, did they win the game or did such and such lose the game? So automatically, we always have to pick a side. Skip, I think Coach Belichick has proven that he deserves credit for the simple fact, the CEO. Do we know who invented the iPod? Do we know who invented the iPad or the iPhone? Steve Jobs get credit.
Yes, sir.
Because Steve Jobs was the one that hired the guys. Steve Jobs is the one that put everything in place. He has to oversee everything. Yes, Coach Belichick has to see everything.
Yes,
that guy did his job. Tom Brady did his job. Coach Belichick put him in position to do his job.
Yes,
put pieces around him so he could do his job even better. That's not to diminish Tom. Tom is great, historically transcendent. Whatever term you wanted to use to define greatness, Tom Brady is a step above that. But to try to diminish Coach Belichick for what he's done and his role in it, although he does not catch, although he does not tackle, he does not throw, he does not run the football or block.
Yep.
All he does is gets the guys. Skip, Kyle Van Noy, the Dolphins cut him. They said, no, we good, bruh. We good. Jamie Collins.
And by the way, the Dolphins are doing okay without him, right?
Skip, what about Jamie Collins? Jamie Collins goes to Cleveland, they bring him back. He goes to Detroit, they bring him back. It seems to me a lot of these guys can only have success, find success where, Skip? With Coach Belichick.
Because it's just like...
And he's taking guys, you're like...
Once you play under his system, he has y'all doing what he needs y'all to do, when you have to do what he wants you to do. Ain't no, oh, I'm free, I'm gonna be... No, bro. Like, I don't know what is it about this GOAT, him and Nick Saban, but they know how to get players on page. And this is every year, it seems like, man. Shout out to Bill. That is crazy, man. He's goated. For sure.
And I just saw that guy over there, and he was... Matthew Judon was good. He didn't play like that in Baltimore.
No.
I'm sorry, Skip. He was good. He was a good player, and they wanted him back. He didn't do this. So, Coach Belichick, I don't think gets enough credit because we give more of the credit to the guys in the arena. But I think he's showing that it took him a while, Skip. They were in salary cap hell. I don't know how they got there, considering they don't pay nobody no money. They had to pay Matthew Judon, Skip, obviously in free agent. They spent a lot of money in free agency, and Mr. Kraft let it be known. I ain't really happy about spending. I've been saving money for. Tom had you saving money, Mr. Kraft, for 20 years. It's the first time you had to go to the bank and spend a little money, and Mr. Kraft like, hey, I ain't happy with that. That's not how we normally do it. Coach Belichick reworked his roster.
Let's go.
Got some guys in, brought some guys in, tight end Jonnu Smith. Did Hunter Henry even play last night?
No, I'm saying they got the two tight ends, Aaron Hernandez, Gronkowski, just the trasher versions, Two big tight ends, could catch, could block. They could do everything, man. They got possessional wide receivers like Edelman. They're little, just prototypes of them who could think, bro, just catch short passes, man, and even go deep if you need to. And then you got, man, this is It's crazy how he did it in 2 years, for sure. Like that's mind-boggling for me, man. He's goated.
He blocked a lot.
I know Jonnu Smith was in there blocking at the fullback 47. Skip, but I just think last year, I just think this year, what Coach Belichick has been able to do with this roster, I don't think any of us think that this roster is the most talented roster. Would you take this roster over Tampa? Nobody no. Tom Brady went to the ideal situation. That's not just because you a team. There are a lot of teams that's talented,
right,
but it took Tom thumbprint to go in there, change the mindset, win games that they normally would lose, have an expectation of winning, and here they are. That's what Coach Belichick does. When you go there, there's an expectation, Skip, that we're going to win, and we're going to win. And you look at all these pieces, Skip, look at those wide receivers. That's not Chris Godwin. That's not Mike Evans. Those tight ends aren't Gronk. Howard or Brady. That offensive line is not Worth and Smith and Jensen.
3 times and win a game.
That's not them. But somehow Coach Belichick has figured it out. And you look at the defense. What guy's better than Devin Smith? What guy's better than Levante David?
Well, Hightower's really good.
He ain't better than those two.
I don't know about that.
I know about
that. He was big time last night. He owned from tackle to tackle. He owned it.
Do you remember?
Listen, Devin Smith has not played to his level that he played last year. Go ahead. Okay.
You don't think he is, Skip? But that game against Washington, the guy had a sack, 2 tackles for losses, and 20 tackles.
Okay.
That's not playing to his potential. But you got to realize, Skip, now, Levante David was out.
He was.
So he took. But this team, what Coach Belichick has them doing, Skip, I think he's finally showing that he deserved a lot more credit than what people was willing to give him. But deserves a lot more credit than you. I don't care about anybody else giving him. So I'm saying Coach Belichick deserves a lot more credit than you. I don't care about anybody else giving him credit. I'm talking about you. Because you want to heap all the credit on you know who.
Because he deserves it.
No.
Tom Brady.
I need somebody to please explain how suddenly the credit playing field has leveled off one game last night in Buffalo.
No, the season.
Okay, let's do the season.
Yeah.
How it suddenly leveled with a 44-year-old quarterback who is coming off a defending championship in which he was the Super Bowl MVP.
Yep.
He is now, to me, the front runner for regular season MVP in 2021. And his team is 9-3, and I will not be shocked if his team doesn't wind up the #1 seed here.
But you just, hold on.
Pro
Football Focus graded the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the #1 roster in football, right?
But you mean before the season?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe. I'm not sure about that.
And Coach Belichick has the exact same record as those guys.
Okay.
Hey, figure, I need somebody to help me understand that.
9-3 versus 9-4. So, okay, give you that. But the point is, I'm looking at the results so far, and tip of the cap to Coach Belichick and company for making this happen. What have they won? 7 straight games?
7 straight, yeah.
I'm looking for signature here. I'm just looking because the season starts off and they lose to the Dolphins at home, and the Dolphins then proceed to lose 7 in a row after that opening win at New England.
Dolphins now run 5 in a row.
Okay, and then you want to talk about a flip the switch? That's shocking to me. But again, here come the Saints, and they won at Foxborough, and they're now 5-7, obviously because there's no Jameis. And then the Bucs win and won. The Cowboys went there and won at Foxborough, so they lost their first 4 home games.
Wow.
Yet they're 6-0 on the road. But what have they done? Help me out. Where's signature? They did win at the Chargers, 27-24, and I'll give you that.
Impressive.
But the Cowboys won at the Chargers too, and you don't have much use for the Cowboys, so that kind of disqualifies and discredits that.
But the Chargers just went and did a number on the Bengals.
Okay, well, it's been one that it's kind of that kind of crazy year, right? So I don't know if I can put a whole lot of stock in the Chargers just yet.
They're young.
And then Belichick beats the Jets at home and the Jets away, and he wins at the Texans. Okay, and I told you earlier he beat Carolina with Sam Darnold at quarterback. I'm not impressed.
Y'all did too.
At home. He beat Cleveland when Baker was beat all to hell at that point.
They
didn't have either running back at that point. And then Belichick wins at Atlanta. You have zero respect for the Falcons because you completely discredited Brady at Falcons on Sunday, right?
Yep.
And then Tennessee. New England beat Tennessee without Derrick Henry, without A.J. Brown, without Julio Jones. Well, what am I supposed to do with that?
They would have still lost.
That leaves me last
Skip.
night. Was that signature last night? I guess it has to qualify.
Yeah, Buffalo.
Okay, it's
Bills
Buffalo, and Josh Allen is not that guy. I've told you from the start, and now his QBR has plummeted all the way down to 8. So he's not.
Agree. But he's still a top 10 as far as quarterback QBR.
Is he a top 10 quarterback when it's time to be? What's happened? They have had disaster after disaster this year. They lost their home opener to Pittsburgh. You have zero respect for what's left of Ben Roethlisberger.
That was unacceptable.
Okay? And then they go to Jacksonville and lose 9-6. And then Indy goes to Buffalo, and as you know, it was a complete devastation. It was 41-15, 264 total rush yards.
Yes.
Okay,
And the Tennessee Titans ran the ball all the way over the head, too.
So my point is, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I'm not seeing signature.
They
just sort of taken care of business because their schedule's been pretty sweet.
But here's the thing, Skip. Signature is what we make it. We determine what's the signature win. Well, this team was really good, and they beat that really team. At the end of the day, the man has 9 victories, when a lot of people did not see them getting to that many victories. Nobody thought they were going to be in contention for the AFC East. Everybody to rethink, are we sure? Prognosticators out there, that's not so sure anymore.
Okay.
I think looking around the AFC, everybody's saying the New England Patriots are for real for one simple reason. Their defense, they're going to make the mistake that beat themselves. They're going to be in every single ball game. They're going to force you to beat them as opposed to them beating themselves.
Well, I keep saying this, but let's see next time, because they're coming off a bye and they go to Indianapolis. Let's see what happens.
It's going to be a good game.
Buffalo has a revenge shot back in Foxborough. Let's see what happens. Then it's Jacksonville at Foxborough. I don't care about what happens, because that's I don't need to even hear the outcome of that one. But they do. New England has to finish at Miami. It's been a nightmare trap for them. It's always been.
Worst case, Patriots go 2-2. Like I said, Patriots is the number 2 team for me. Chiefs is still number 1 just because they have the best quarterback in the league, at least the top 3 quarterback in the league. The Patriots too, just because they know how to win games, and they're coached perfectly, like Lord have mercy. And I like Jordan Taylor. I think I said his name wrong, Jeff Taylor, Jordan Taylor, something like that. But honestly, he's one of my favorite running backs ever, because I used to watch him in Wisconsin. He go crazy. But I think he's MVP this year. I feel like his running game opens a lot of things up for Carson Wentz. 4, I would say the Ravens. I'm on edge of the Ravens and Chargers, but Ravens because of Lamar experience, and Chargers just because they are kind of well balanced too. They just got to get better coaching and more experience, man. But I'm gonna just wrap this video up, man. I appreciate y'all, like and subscribe. I'll see y'all later.